Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr.
Good
Charles.
evening, Mr. Charles.
Good
Good evening, Mr.
evening.
Charles.
Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, I greet everyone. Our session is on recording, and there's no wasting of time. So I just want to be as fast as I can, so that you can go and start enjoying your weekend. All right. This evening we're going to be talking about solutions evaluation. Is a continuation of analysis. You keep analyzing till you find the right solution, and then you make your documentation. So, what is solutions evaluation? After finding out what is wrong, after your analysis, you carry different types of analysis with discuss. Yesterday we discuss about how to use gap analysis. We talk about root cause analysis, and I say there are so many other analyses, but at this point, I just want you to understand these two key analyses, which is gap analysis and the root cause analysis. And the root cause analysis, if you can just understand why, and fishbone diagram, that is enough for you for now. So these two analyses will help you to understand what is the problem your company is having, or the problem your client is having, whoever you are working for. If you apply this analysis, it must lead you to finding the problem. And that is not enough. This will give you insight to know the kind of solution you desire. For instance, after every analysis, you find out that your client or your company or your organization, they need a CRM system. It does not end there. Or you find out that they need an ERP system or any other system. It doesn't end there. For instance, let's just concentrate on ERP system. You find out that they need an ERP system. You go to the market to procure ERP system for them for implementation. There are so many ERP systems in the market. We have so many vendors selling ERP system. So if you don't know how to select solution, you can go and procure problem for your company. You can procure a solution that will become a problem, drain them, to implement become difficult, and the company is not going to be happy with you. So proper solutions evaluation is the key. Why is it the key? If you know how to evaluate solution, you should be able to align solution, give solution that is very close to your organization's need, requirement, stakeholder requirement. What are the solutions that are very close to the stakeholder requirement, to their expectation? So that is why we have to do thorough solutions evaluation. You might see a very powerful solution. It comes with a lot of intuition, automation, everything is just a press of button, and you have only 10,000 pounds. And to implement this solution is going to cost 100,000. You see, you are limited. No matter how that solution is beautiful, no matter how it can help your company to scale, you guys cannot afford it at this moment. So it's out of reach. It's an ERP, but it's out of reach. You see another beautiful solution, and it missed everything. but implementation takes time. It's a bit complex to implement. You have, in this our case, you have 2 modes, and they are telling you that to implement this solution is going to take 6 months. It's out of reach because of timeline. You see another very beautiful solution. It's very cheap, is within the budget, is within the timeline, but it's very complex. It's difficult to see developers that can work on that. It's out of reach. So that's why solutions evaluation is very, very important. You have to look at what your organization need. What is the size of your organization? What are they looking for? We have solutions for small and medium enterprises. We have solutions for large enterprises. We have solutions for large corporations. We have solutions for government parastatals. It depends on what you are looking for. If you see, go and procure solution for corporation, even if you can afford it, you feel like oversized for a company. So you look for solution that will fit in very well. That is why solutions evaluation is very important. So when we're trying to look at solutions evaluation, we look at so many factors: cost, that is budget, timeline, company size, scalability, integrations, because every solution cannot work on its own. If a solution is difficult to integrate, is no. And this is why all of us are looking for Microsoft. Microsoft is the father because it's very easy to integrate with other third-party applications. All these small other solutions today, you are seeing everybody, Mr. Charles will wake up tomorrow and launch his own ERP. Yeah, it might become so beautiful, but you find out that it was going to take us time to start negotiating, to start partnering with other big corporations, to start integrate so that our product can be integrated with other third-party applications. So that's why you see so many solutions there. If you use them, they are very powerful. They look so sweet, but you cannot integrate it easily with other applications. So this is a no-no, because what we are doing here is data communication. Data communication means that your solution or your application should be able to communicate with other applications very seamlessly. So let's look at our notes, and you can be more understanding when we are seeing it and I'm talking about it. So a moment, I'm sharing my screen. It's going to come up very soon. So here, my screen should be showing. If you are struggling to see it, then means you need to tweak your network. Okay. What is solutions evaluation? Solutions evaluation in business analysis is a critical step where the proposed solution is assessed and analyzed to determine the feasibility, effectiveness, alignment with organizational goal, organizational objective, that is stakeholders' need and expectations. It involves evaluating potential solutions based on various criteria to ensure that the selected solution meet the need of stakeholders and provide intended business value. Okay. As we are going to be proceeding, we are going to be using a website. It's a consultant website. So many of you must have heard about Gartner. Gartner is one of the best that can help you with a quick solutions evaluation. If you don't have something like Gartner, it would have been very difficult. We have been using Gartner for a long time, and it's very, very good because it comes with a lot of peer reviews, ratings, and there are so many solutions being evaluated, rated based on their usage already. So even if we are using AI, yes, AI is still good, but some of the AI, they will still come here to extract information from Gartner to present to you. So that is Gartner. We're going to move to Gartner at the end of this lesson when we're rounding up to see how to carry out solutions evaluation with Gartner as a tool. So here are key aspects and steps involved in solutions evaluation. Number one, criteria definition and prioritization. You need to define evaluation criteria based on your organization's objectives, stakeholder requirement, technical constraints, budget constraints, and relevant factors. Prioritize these criteria to emphasize the most important aspect of the solution. We're going there. If you do not, just like what this criteria prioritization is trying to tell us is you are going to the market and you don't have a market list. We call it scale of preference. How many of you goes to the market without writing a note, writing what? I know so many of us here, so many ladies, they go to the market without writing, having a list, you know, and you go there and you see very beautiful ladies. They see what have they done this man, you know. They will see very beautiful Brazilian hair. They will divert there. The money they will use to buy soup, they will divert there. Food condiment, they will just buy one Brazilian hair and they'll start struggling. You see? Because you do not prioritize your list. It happens a lot. There's a lot of side attraction in the market. You need to plan your market, right? Have a note before, and not even, because so many of us will have a list. And once we get to the market, we become distracted. We will not even use the note. For you to become a very successful, for every shopping you are going to the market, you must have a list. So if you want to buy other things, try to do bargain hunting. If you can cut short cost from everything you have had on your list, if you have surplus, then you can use it and go and buy yourself some eyelashes. You know, your husband, if that is what is turning your husband on, that is exceptionally good. You need to do that as well. But the point here is you must have a market list. And that is what we are talking here. Don't just go to the market. I'm an experienced business analyst. If I go there, I will just, have a deliver. No, don't do that. You'll be confused on which solution. So that's why you need to, what is more important than your stakeholders? What if you have handled such projects for Zenith Bank? Zenith Bank is a bank. Now you are handling similar project for MTN, or you are handling it for Schlumberger, or you are handling it for NNPC. This is oil and gas. The way oil and gas is going to use that solution might not be the way bank use the solution. So don't just feel so pompous and jump. You are going to mess yourself up. You know? So every solution, you must understand what the stakeholders need there. If you don't do that, you are going to lose that. You're going to mess up in that project at this point. Yeah? You are a very good boxer. You see somebody like Anthony Joshua, he defeated so many big guys, but you see so many small boys beating him up. He must have taken them for granted. And they go there, and you went there, they wipe his bum very well. Because you don't need to underrate any match. No project needs to be underrated. So it's important. That's why it's number one. As a business analyst, understand the criteria. This is the time you are trying to make decision. All the analysis you have been carrying out, but it's time for decision. Any little mistake in your decision making, this decision is what you are going to recommend. And if you recommend, that is going to be the end of your career in that organization. It might even help, you might even lose your job, you might lose your promotion. So it's important. So we have evaluation based on things like budgets. Budget is so important. Don't ignore at times that's where they test a lot of project managers or even BAs. Budgets, respect their budgets. Technical constraints. Are you sure you have the human capital to do that? It's not when you say you've been trying to reach freelance. A lot of freelancers out there, they can tell you they can do it and they can do it. So you must make sure you have this kind of any solution to have the capacity to deliver. Not only the budget. You know, these are so many things you need to look out for. Every of them must meet. If you happen to see 10 solutions that meet that particular criteria, then you have to find another way to do the evaluation. So it's important. So secondly, assessment of alternatives. Yeah. So after identifying the key evaluation criteria, evaluation is going to be based on comparative analysis. Use a comparative analysis where you are going to be comparing multiple solutions. You know, when you are going to consider, these are the things you've mapped out: cost, risk, timeline, scalability, flexibility, and which of them aligns closer to your need. And then analyzing and scoring. When you're analyzing, you need to have a benchmark. The easiest way to do it is use scaling. Use scoring. Maybe say you score every solution. You can use a 5-star rating on a scale of 1 to 5. Are you scaling? What is their strength? Use it that way. It's very, very important. As a BA, you must be able to know how to score using this kind of values. So score each solution against the pre-defined criteria to qualify how well each alternative meets the requirement. This can be done through numerical scoring or quantitative assessment based on expert judgment. Expert judgment, you can use your own expert judgment. Cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis is going to be another topic. So we just scratch it here, but we're going to treat it as a full topic because it's extremely important. Every solution you are taking to the stakeholders you must have a comprehensive cost benefit analysis. You must make sure that the cost outweighs the benefit. Is very, very important. Analyze cost associated with each solution, including implementation costs, maintenance costs, and any other relevant costs. Evaluate potential benefits and expected return on investment. You know that all these projects are big investments. You must make sure that what is the benefit, the underlying benefit. If you are trying to sell a product or a solution or investment that is not cost effective, you are not going to last long for that organization because they want you to be bringing values. They want you to be bringing something in table. When you always bring in expenditures, you are not thinking about what you are bringing in. All you are thinking of expenditures, frivolous. All these companies do not like that. They like people that are bringing values to table. All of us. If we don't bring value to table, how is the company going to grow? You know, so many of us as employees, they don't think about how this company makes money or how the company is going to survive the next 6 months. All the time we have gotten a job and you know, I'm not thinking of how they're making money. You should be able to think of how this company makes money. Because if you don't think of how the company makes money, one day you come and they tell you that redundancy, we are sacking some staff because of we can't pay. You start crying. So it's very, very important. And in a situation like this, company want to sack, the people that are not bringing value to the table are going to be the first people to move. So it's important, cost benefit analysis, not only in organization, not only in projects, everything you are doing, do cost benefit analysis. That is why so many of us are not prospering after graduation from university. You dive into a course. Did you do course? You and your family. I blame parents on this because children from secondary school, they do not know what feasibility studies. They don't know what cost benefit analysis is. They don't know what a return on investment is. And you as a parent, more especially if you are a graduate, educated parent, and you just jump in and send your son to university, and you didn't carry out a thorough feasibility studies, when that child starts struggling in the labor market, it's your fault. Do not raise your voice for that child because you miscalculate, you led that child astray. You are a child and your son is telling you, UNN offer me history. You say, thank God, for what? In this era, did you do cost benefit analysis? What is that child going to do after graduation? What is the possible return on investment for laboring in the university for 4 or 5 years? You know, with youth service, squeezing the juice out of the young man, and you come out, can't do that. So anytime you want to send a child to university these days, at least at that point, go to the internet. Everybody have internet. Search for job opportunities. If the boy tell you, I love this course, no. It's your duty at that point. You are the guidance and counselor and the career advisor. What are the chances of getting a job in that job for now till the next 10 years? If there's no chances, you say no. If the boy wants to be stubborn, you write an agreement, let him sign that he's the person that is leading himself to a grave. When his mates are building mansion, he'll be there riding perambulating. Okay, let's move. Just because cost-benefit analysis is extremely important. So we're going to deal with it in a very big way. I don't play with cost-benefit analysis. You know, it's extremely important. Extremely important. Okay. Risk assessment evaluates again the risk associated with implementing the solution, considering factors such as technical risk, operational risk, compliance risk, and potential impact on stakeholders. Assess likelihood of severity of each risk. Try to assess if there is risk, see if this risk something that can be handled, or is it a severe risk that we can handle? Is it risk we can be transferred? Is even risk we can, like insure the solution? Insurance. So many companies do not know what is insurance, especially in Nigeria. They don't know what is insurance, and it's killing. We must be able to analyze the risk associated, and then stakeholder feedback and validation. After gathering all this, you must be able to communicate with stakeholders, before try to make sure they have their input as well. Gather feedback from stakeholders, including end users, executive, and subject matter experts regarding the preference, concern, and expectation related to each solution. You need to sample every solution. Let them make input before the final decision. Is important. So you won't be like you made a decision, you didn't carry anybody along, although they are relying on you, but at least it's important they make some input. It's a teamwork when trying to select a solution. And then making decision. Present the evaluation results to decision makers, providing clear comparison of alternatives and alignment with the defined criteria. Assist in decision-making process by highlighting strength and weakness of each of the solutions. You need to be, that's when you have to start drafting your business case. This is where you are going to be highlighting all this and then making recommendations. Recommendation and documentation. Recommend the most suitable based on the evaluation, including rationale for recommendation. Document the evaluation process, finding, recommendation, and any supporting information for future reference. It's extremely important that all the processes, all the people involved during this decision making, document everything so that whoever is going to look at the report or how the solution will see the history of how we started using Dynamics 365 ERP Business Central, or how we started using SAP S/4HANA, or how we started using Sage 500, or this on that. Okay. Steps in solutions, which we've already discussed, but in a streamline, define your objectives, determine specific objectives you want to achieve, list softwares, including features and integration, identify vendors. Who are the vendors? List development criteria, assign weight, said it in a scale of 1 to 5, score each vendor. So pay every of the weight, feature or criteria, score the vendor on that. Calculate the total score for every vendor. That will help you to make decisions. Once you calculate, you make decisions. So look at this template here I've come up with. See, we have different vendor here. First is the criteria we spoke about. This is criteria. Under the criteria, we see areas where you can base your search for. You can base it based on how friendly, user-friendly is that solution compared to all the three of them or so many of them you want. Which one is more user-friendly? Which one is more scalable? Which one is more affordable based on our budget? Which one is better, easier for integration? Which one is easier for customization? Which one is better in reporting and analytics, if that's what we want so much? Which one is need mobile access if we have a lot of field workers that are always on field and they need to be accessing the so there is need, because you see so many companies, they have field workers, marketers on the move, sales agents, this and that, they're on the move and they need to access the, so at times we need one that is mobile friendly so that they can access on the go. Customer support. Each vendor, how is their customer support is, because it's not procuring the solution. At times you might need customer support from the vendor if you are having issues. Some issues can become beyond your internal IT team and you have to escalate it to customer. Are they going to be prompt on reporting, on responding to customers' technical issues, data security? Is it data GDPR or data protection compliance? Implementation time, how easy it is to implementation, training and documentation. Is easy for, do they already have training materials, or are you going to start from the beginning? So many of these systems, the vendors have already have training materials and documents. Some of them will even do training and deploy it in the in YouTube. So in this case, they have already taken away a lot of hard work for you. All you need to do is after implementation, send the users to maybe YouTube link where they will go and learn how to use it. When you sum all of them up, you get the total and you know which one is for you. For instance, using these two first criteria, you see here, we can say we are going to weigh everything based on a scale of 1 to 5, and we say this one here, we score this vendor A, we score vendor A 4, we score vendor B on user friendly 4.5, and then we'll say on vendor C, these are CRM system, we score these 4.5. You see, then we'll come again on scalability. Vendor A, which is Microsoft, is scoring 3.5. Vendor B, which is Soho, is scoring 4, and vendor C, which is Salesforce, is scoring 4.2. Adding it up, this one is scoring 4, that is 8.7. This one is scoring 4.2, and this one is scoring, no, this one is scoring 8.2, 8.7, and this one is 7.5. You can see that to make a decision here very easily, you can see that Salesforce is leading, and if you want to make right reports with this table here, if you added this table on your report, it's very obvious why you are recommending this solution for them after your thorough evaluation. So that's it, very easy, and if you know what you're doing. And let's take a look at this case study. It is about PayGo, which is a remittance startup, and they are planning to procure ERP system for the organization. So now they've gone to the market to do, and this is what their business analysts come up with. They've come up with these following solutions. They have Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, they have Sage X3, and they have SAP S/4HANA Cloud. And this is their criteria is based on business need, scalability, cost effectiveness. So let's look at what they've done. And looking at the table here, this is business requirements. They need to have at the back of their mind whatever they are doing. Financial management, multiple currency support. You must be able to support multiple currency. Business size and scalability. They are small and medium. They need something, very portable because it's just a startup. And integration capability is one of the things they are looking at. Data security, this is a company in London. They don't want to play around with GDPR, data protections. And analytics, they want a very good analytics or a time as well. Going to Gartner, they did some work in Gartner, and after some work in Gartner, they come up with the solutions evaluation like this. Now, look at the work they've done. On business size, this is Microsoft, this is Sage X3, this is SAP S/4HANA Cloud. And here you see on their rating, everything is being rated on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, 5-star rating. And on business size, after the evaluation, you see Microsoft comes, medium here, but is a medium enterprise. It's best. It's here, best for medium enterprise. According to all of them, in terms of they are very much scalability. This is very high, but on enterprise grade. This is high, equally suitable for large, but this is best for SMEs. And these people, what they are looking for is the business size SME when we are looking at our key requirement. Then cloud availability. This one, yes, cloud, and they're on premise as well. So that is 4. Let's call it 4-star. And this is limited cloud, score 3. And this is fully cloud-based. These days, companies are running away from on-premise. So this is very hybrid. It's on cloud, and they have a strong cloud. They equally have, but this is fully cloud-based, so we're scoring 5. So, and we score this 3, and this, I will score this 3. So all this score is not mathematics, like I say, it's based on expert judgment. You are a professional, so you use the expert judgment to rate. Integration with payment system. Microsoft is very good with integration. Their integration is top-notch, so we score it 5. And you see this, you see strong with Microsoft ecosystem. And then we see this one, Sage is moderate when it comes to integration. And S/4HANA, strong API and banking integration, but not totally. But this is on a lot of integration system. This will score this 5. So you see the way it's being rated. And you see multi-currency, all of them have capacity for multi-currency. They all ties here, all of them 4, 4, 4, 4. And here, compliance and security, you see this is good in terms of compliance and security. This is moderate, and this is excellent. We rate this 5 because it's excellent. Customization, this is high on customization, and this is high on customization, but it requires add-on. You need supported, add-on. This add-on can be extra burden. So, but with this add-on, you can have a very high customization. But this is on its own. You don't need any add-on. You rate it 5. You rate this one 4. This is moderate in terms of customization. Means there is not much you can do. It's more like a pre-built for you. You use it the way it is. You don't have much to impute. And this, in terms of user-friendly, this is high, medium. Cost effectiveness, affordable for SMEs, mid-range pricing, and expensive. This is only for enterprise application, enterprise level, that is big corporation. And this is very much aligned, is affordable for SMEs like this small company. And when you total the scores, on average, you total all these scores and then divide it by the number. That will give you the average score or total. So it means here, this is scoring 4.3, star rating. This is scoring 3.4 star rating. This is scoring 3.8 star rating. So looking at your analysis here, you see the reason why you are choosing Microsoft Dynamics for this organization at this point. Everything is clear how you come about. And you come here, you make your recommendation. Your recommendation, best fit, you set why is best fit. You write your recommendation based on this analysis. And the alternative, you tell them, okay, based on the market, these are alternative. We'll have S4, Cloud for HANA. In case we couldn't we can't settle for Microsoft, or if we are more future-centric, then we can go for this. But this is how you come up with your recommendation during your report and conclusion. You come here and give your final conclusion. So that is it, how you come about a solutions evaluation. Out of the market, you manage to select 3 solutions. It did not end there. You need 1 solution. You do not need 3 solutions. Then on all these 3 solutions you settled for, you must pick one. Then you come down and drill down using this comprehensive solutions evaluation chart. All right. So now we are going to go to my listing is not charging. Okay. Now let's go to Gartner. So you see how Gartner, you can use Gartner. Like here, I have a link from these notes that can take you directly to see if you come down here, I have links for Gartner. This is for CRM, if you're working for CRM. This second link is for ERPs, but everything here is in Gartner.com. Gartner.com, but if you start searching, going through, it will go take you through various links like this. So, but you go to Gartner.com, you get to where we are. So where we are is this is it. It's Gartner Peer Insights. Take you around, help you to carry out a strong comparative. You compare products, comparative analysis of products, that is solutions. Yeah, so that is how Gartner work. And if you come, let me see this of yeah. Let's start from this. If you come here with Microsoft, this Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central is a very good product. It's an ERP system. It's for medium and small enterprise companies. They use it. It's very, very good. Instead of you paying for finance and operation F&O, which is going to cost a lot of money as a startup, they have something for you as well. If you are growing and decide to scale up, you can easily transit from this Business Central to F&O. So that is it. But you cannot just come and choose Microsoft and say because you know the name Microsoft. It's good you go through the market and see what there is in the market, and then to do that, you can compare Microsoft with peers, alternatives. Click here, you should be able to compare Microsoft. To compare Microsoft, you see other solutions in the market. Here, whichever one you want, you can, if you want, you can go through all of them one after the other before you start comparing. But if you want to start comparing, if you are very fast and you want to do your work sharp, okay, you might have some you have in mind. For instance, in our own case, we've selected SAP S/4HANA. If you want to do that, you add this one. So have two products to compare. So if you want, you can go for Oracle, NetSuite ERP. There are so many of them here. So, but you must know what you are looking for so you don't make mistake. So you have here Sage X 3. These are the three ones who already. If you want, you can select as many as possible. If you want, you can even select up to 5, 10. There are so many of these. All these we are seeing, I'm scrolling. Yeah, they are all ERPs. So if you don't have a market list before you come here, you might be confused. Which one am I going to choose? So we've added 3 products in our basket for us to compare. And we've come over here, it will place them side by side so that we'll be able to compare them effectively. So looking at the comparative here, you see, and here you see the total as of today. I'm comparing. As of today, you can see that 3 of them ties. This is overall rating. 3 of them ties. Microsoft 4.2, Sage 4.2, Sage SAP S/4HANA 4.2 as well. So confusion don't full ground here. So, but this is when you need to act like an analyst. So if you are not a good analyst, if you come here, you look at their logo, you can just, some of us can just come and select based on their logo. Oh, this SAP, I love their logo. It looks so beautiful. And we are going for SAP. You know, don't go because now you become distracted or you see this green color shouting, oh, this is, you see this Microsoft, it looks outdated, its old name itself. Let's go for this new product. So because you do not have market list, that's the way you'll be thinking. When you have market list, you start looking at all of them. which one is closer to your customer stakeholder list. You come over, you see here in terms of overall capability score, you see this is taking an early lead. You know, this is what they used to do the overall. So geographic coverage, is it part of what you are looking for? Because you can see geographic coverage. This is current 4.4. But what has geography to do with your business? Do you need it? So for me, we don't need it, so we can use it. Process manufacturing. Are we into manufacturing? We're into digital fintech. So, but they're talking about manufacturing. So, and this is where they are scoring for high points. You see, this area they are scoring 5 points against others is not relevant to us. So, this is what you are going to ask yourself. And if it's what you think it works for you, then you follow them. But for us, so this is how you choose based on what you need. For us, this might not, you will know what none of the things there might not count for us on this first rating here. You come on breakdown. You see here on evaluation on contracting, and evaluation. You see this one too is having a 4.3, 4.2, and here is it. You see pricing flexibility and the ability to understand need. Pricing flexibility, ability to understand the pricing flexibility. So, and if you come here on integration and deployment, you look at the integration and deployment, you see how it works here. Integration using standard APIs and tools, and you see this is now a bit still taking a lead with 4.3, and Microsoft is, and this is a bit lower than the others. You see is now between Microsoft and these, but SAP is still taking a lead. So we come here on service and support. You see that SAP is still taking a lead. Microsoft is still being led. And that's it. And they've come here, you find out that, yes, that this is the Microsoft is now being led. But as of the time I carried out the last analysis, which my major concern is on integration, Microsoft were leading. But based on this, you can see that over time, SAP has improved tremendously by they are now leading Microsoft. But now, still, we cannot go for SAP. You know why we can't go for SAP? We are going to settle for Microsoft because SAP is for large corporation. It's not for startups. We might not be able to, you know, it's going to be oversized for us at the moment. And you see, Microsoft is far better than SAP, Sage at this moment. So that is how we talk about, because it's here easy for integration. When we talk about easy for integration, this is what we need so much. We need easy for integration. And you see Microsoft is scoring 1.2 on that. And easy for integration, you see Sage is scoring 3.9. And you come here, you see that SAP is scoring 4.1. You say uneasy for integration, Microsoft is leading and is a big criteria for us, because it's not, like I said, is everything is based on data communication. So we can't go for this because it's for large corporation, and uneasy for integration, we can't go because Microsoft is clearly leading on this in terms of easy for integration, which is a big factor for us. So that's why I said, look at what your stakeholders are looking. Don't come here and look at the overall score. Here is to help you, give you insights to make. Don't just come. You are a consultant. You don't just come here and copy and go and paste. You might copy wrongly, but what they have here is right, but it might not work for you. So look at specific, like I'm now standing at what the most important thing is going to be a fit for startup, which is small and medium, and again, it's going to be very easy for integration, and it's going to be affordable. So these are the key things we need to. So this is how you can do your solution evaluation. So I've given you a lead. You have Gartner. You will see how to do comparative analysis. You know, if you want to know how this is, if you want to go down more to know what people are saying about each of them, you can go and read the reviews thoroughly. But with this rating here, you've already given you insights to do your own rating and come up with one solution. So this is where we are resting it from my own side, and now on your own side. If you are still struggling with my explanation, then you tell me where you are struggling. All right. So I hope the team will now be progressing very much. So before now, so many of you came and started telling me, we've done the solution, we've selected as a how. Now you can see why you need to go back and do a thorough job. Yeah. So, and once we do cost benefit analysis and business case, you should be able to tidy the first round of this project. You can see, you see me to prove. Now this will give you are coming now to tell me why you choose a particular. I can now say, okay, you can convince me. And also, but if you're coming that you want to do everything in one day, it's not possible. All right, thank you everyone, and enjoy your weekend. And you men, try to drink responsibly. And you ladies and the ladies in the house, try to scale down the amount of Ashebi you attend this weekend. All right. So I think Father Nnoje is sleeping. When we are giving a closing remark, he's raising his hand. Are you saying bye-bye to me, or are you asking a question?
Charles, please,
You are sleeping.
should I ask you a question?
I said you are sleeping. Why are you, well, after, don't you know, like now you are a Reverend Father. when so you say Nabano, Miss Agusigo, I say, hey, Father, wait, I have a question. Father.
Now you can come to the office now, we talk.
Yeah, okay. I'm waiting to see you come to the office then. All right, you can ask your question.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know what is going on. Okay, please, my light is not all that here, but
It's okay.
So please, in comparing these ERP solutions, are we like the project we are on? I don't know whether it is by coincidence that we see this ease of integration and some the scalability and some qualities of the ERP that 65 needed. I saw it in these examples that you gave, this Microsoft Surge and SAP. Is it by coincidence? And if where you don't, that you search the market, you didn't see the ERP that actually fitted to what you want, what is your possible solution? What is your possible path?
There is no way you can go to the market and you are not going to see something very close. It might not be exactly fit. If it doesn't fit exactly, then you come to the one who is very close. You must get something very close to what you are looking for. Then that is where the customization comes in. If it is customizable, that's what customization is, another big thing. Then you start, because all these, most of them are white label. If you look, there is no ERP. As long as it's ERP you are looking for, you must see one that is very close to what you are looking for. Or if what they are looking for, it means that the kind of business you are bringing is not, nobody has done that business before. Then it means you are bringing a new business altogether that nobody has done. Then you can then look at a way of building a custom ERP, which is going to be very costly. So when an organization is coming up with a new business, there is no solution to support it. They must have money to push that business. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So that is it. If they don't have any solution close, like in this case now we have AI. Everybody knows that AI, although now AI is because they have so many AI products in the market already. So it's no longer a new thing. So, but if your product you cannot see, then it means you have to go and build a custom made. Then we have developers, engineers everywhere. It's all about how much they have. If that's what they want, they don't want to take anything, they want something customized, then they must have the money. Most of us here, we are going for this, all this you are seeing here, we call them white label. You buy them and start customizing them. It's not that we don't like to build our own custom made, but we don't have that kind of money. Companies don't have that kind of money. And because all these vendors, they know companies might not want to come and spend multi-millions or billions to build something like this from the scratch. You know, they will come and rent small space and customize it. All right.
Okay. That means you can get an ERP solution and then add something to it by the software vendor can add something.
That is why it's here. That's why you say customization, configure. That's what the developers are going to do. All these things, they are not going to build it from the scratch. All these you are seeing here are white label. We call it white label. It's a solution without label. It's just like you go and buy bread without label. Then you go and say, Padano J's bread. Or you are not the one who built it. You just go print a label and put on it. But it's white label. So anybody can go and customize it the way they want it to be. Customize it to your business need. Put your logo. Do this and that. Most solutions of most applications you are seeing today in the market, most of them are white label. So many of these bank applications, POS, this and that and this, most of them are white label. They didn't build it from the scratch. They just go get white label and to power their business initiative. So all these are white label. That's where we have developers. Developers will help you to customize it the way you want it to look like. But while we are looking for the one that is very close, already very close to what we need, is that it's going to be less expensive, because the more you try to customize it, the more developers are going to charge money for that. Is that
understood?
Is that understood? Clear? All right. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, I wish you a good weekend. And I see you on the accelerated project.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right.